Rescissions of harmful executive orders and actions. Executive Order, January 20th, 2025. By the authority vested in me as President by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, it is hereby ordered as follows. Section 1. Purpose and Policy. The previous administration has embedded deeply unpopular, inflationary, illegal, and radical practices within every agency, and office of the federal government. The injection of diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI for short, into our institutions have corrupted them by replacing hard work, merit, and equality with a divisive and dangerous preferential hierarchy. Orders to open the border have endangered the American people and dissolved federal, state, and local resources that should have been used to benefit the American people. Climate extremism has exploded inflation and overburdened businesses with regulation. To commence the policies that will make our nation united, fair, safe, and prosperous again, it is the policy of the United States to restore common sense to the federal government and unleash the potential of the American citizen. The revocations within this order will be the first of many steps the United States federal government will take to repair our institutions and our economy. Section 2. Revocation of orders and actions.
Complete.
The following executive actions are hereby revoked. Executive Order 13985 of January 20th, 2021, advancing racial equity and support for undeserved communities through the federal government. Executive Order 13986 of January 20th, 2021, ensuring a lawful and accurate enumeration and apportionment pursuant to the decennial census. Executive Order 13987 of January 20th, 2021, organizing and mobilizing the United States government to provide a unified and effective response to combat COVID-19 and to provide United States leadership on global health and security. Executive Order 13988 of January 20th, 2021, preventing and combating discrimination on the basis of gender identity or sexual orientation. Executive Order 13989 of January 20th, 2021, ethics commitments by executive branch personnel. Executive Order 13990 of January 20th, 2021, protecting public health and the environment and restoring science to tackle other climate crises. Executive Order 13992 of January 20th, 2021, revocation of certain executive orders concerning federal regulation. Executive Order 13993 of January 20th, 2021, revision of civil immigration enforcement policies and priorities. Executive Order 13995 of January 21st, 2021, ensuring an equitable pandemic response and recovery. Executive Order 13996 of January 21st, 2021, establishing the COVID-19 Pandemic Testing Board and ensuring a sustainable public health workforce for COVID-19 and other biological threats. Executive Order 13997 of January 21st, 2021, improving and expanding access to care and treatments for COVID-19. Executive Order 13999 of January 21st, 2021, protecting worker health and safety. Executive Order 14000 of January 21st, 2021, supporting the reopening and continuing operation of schools and early child education program providers. Executive Order 14002 of January 22nd, 2021, economic relief related to the COVID-19 pandemic. Executive Order 14003 of January 22nd, 2021, protecting the federal workforce. Executive Order 14004 of January 25th, 2021, enabling all qualified Americans to serve their country in uniform. Executive Order 14006 of January 26, 2021, reforming our incarceration system to eliminate the use of privately operated criminal detention facilities. Executive Order 14007 of January 27, 2021, President's Council of Advisors on Science and Technology. Executive Order 14,008 of January 27, 2021, tackling the climate crisis at home and abroad. Executive Order 14,009 of January 28, 2021, strengthening Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act. Executive Order 14,010 of February 2nd, 2021, creating a comprehensive regional framework to address the causes of mitigation, to manage migration throughout North and Central America, to provide safe and orderly processing of asylum seekers at the United States border. Executive Order 14,011 of February 2nd, 2021, establishment of Interagency Task Force on the Reunification of Families. Executive Order 14,012 of February 2nd, 2021, restoring faith in our legal immigration systems and strengthening integration and inclusion efforts for new Americans. Executive Order 14,013 of February 14th, 2021, establishment of the White House Office of Faith-Based and Neighborhood Partnerships. Executive Order 14,018 of February 24th, 2021, revocation of certain presidential actions. Executive Order 14,019 of March 7, 2021, promoting access to voting. Executive Order 14,020 of March 8, 2021, establishment of the White House Gender Policy Council. Executive Order 14,021 of March 8, 2021, guaranteeing an educational environment free from discrimination on the basis of sex, including sexual orientation or gender identity. Executive Order 14,022 of April 1st, 2021, termination of emergency with respect to the International Criminal Court. Executive Order 14,023 of April 9th, 2021, establishment of the Presidential Commission on the Supreme Court of the United States. Executive Order 14,027 of May 7, 2021, establishment of the Climate Change Support Office. Executive Order 14,029 of May 14, 2021, revocation of certain presidential actions and technical amendment. Executive Order 14,030 of May 20th, 2021, climate-related financial risk. Executive Order 14,031 of May 28, 2021, advancing equity, justice, and opportunity for Asian Americans, Native Americans, and Pacific Islanders. Executive Order 14,035 of June 25th, 2021, diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility in the federal workforce. Executive Order 14,037 of August 5th, 2021, strengthening American leadership in clean cars and trucks. Executive Order 14,044, September 13th, 2021, amending Executive Order 14,007. Executive Order 14,045 of September 13th, 2021, White House Initiative on Advancing Educational Equity, Excellence, and Economic Opportunity for Hispanics. Executive Order 14,049 of October 11, 2021, White House Initiative on Advancing Educational Equity, Excellence, and Economic Opportunity for Native Americans and Strengthening Tribal Colleges and Universities. Executive Order 14,050 of October 19th, 2021, White House Initiative on Advancing Educational Equity, Excellence, and Economic Opportunity for Black Americans. Executive Order 14,052 of November 15, 2021, Implementation of Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. Executive Order 14,055 of November 8, 2021, Non-Displacement of Qualified Workers under Service Contracts. Executive Order 14,057 of December 8, 2021, Catalyzing Clean Energy Industries and Jobs through the Federal Sustainability. Executive Order 14,060 of December 15, 2021, establishing the United States Council on Transnational Organized Crime. Executive Order 14,069 of March 15, 2022, advancing economy efficiency and effectiveness and federal contracting by promoting pay equity and transparency. Executive Order 14,070 of April 5th, 2022, continuing to strengthen Americans' access to affordable, quality health coverage. Executive Order 14,074 of May 5th, 2022, advancing effective, accountable policing and criminal justice practices to enhance public trust and public safety. Executive Order 14,075 of June 15th, 2022, advancing equality for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and intersex individuals. Executive Order 14,082 of September 12th, 2022, implementation of the energy and infrastructure provisions of the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022. Executive Order 14,084 of September 30th, 2022, promoting the arts, the humanities, and museum and library services. Executive Order 14,087 of October 14th, 2022, lowering prescription drug costs for Americans. Executive Order 14,089 of December 13th, 2022, establishing the President's Advisory Council on Hispanic Diaspora Engagement in the United States. Executive Order 14,091 of February 16, 2023, further advancing racial equality and support for underserved communities through the federal government. The Federal Memorandum of March 13, 2023, withdrawal of certain areas off the United States Arctic coast and off the outer continental shelf from gas or leasing. Executive Order 14,094 of April 6, 2023, modernizing regulatory review. Executive Order 14,096 of April 21st, 2023, revitalizing our nation's commitment to environmental justice for all. Executive Order 14,099 of May 9th, 2023, moving beyond COVID vaccination requirements for federal workers. Executive Order 14,110 of October 30th, 2023, safe and secure, trustworthy development and use of artificial intelligence. Executive Order 14,115 of February 1st, 2024, imposing certain sanctions on persons undermining peace, security, and stability in the West Bank. Executive Order 14,124 of July 17, 2024, White House Initiative on Advancing Educational Equity, Excellence, and Economic Opportunity through Hispanic Serving Institutions. Executive Order 14,134 of January 3, 2025, providing an order of succession within the Department of Agriculture. Executive Order 14,135 of January 3, 2025, providing an order of succession within the Department of Homeland Security. Executive Order 14,136 of January 3, 2025, providing an order of succession within the Department of Justice. Executive Order 14,137 of January 3, 2025, providing an order of succession within the Department of Treasury. Executive Order 14,138 of January 3, 2025, providing an order of succession within the Office of Budget and Management. Executive Order 14,139 of January 3, 2025, providing an order of succession within the Office of National Cyber Director. The Presidential Memorandum of January 3, 2025, designation of officials of the Council on Environmental Quality to act as chairman. The Presidential Memorandum of January 3, 2025, designation of officials of the Office of Personnel Management to act as director. The Presidential Memorandum of January 3, 2025, designation of officials of the United States Agency for Global Media to act as Chief Executive Officer. The Presidential Memorandum of January 3rd, designation of officials of the United States Agency for International Development to act as administrator. The Presidential Memorandum of January 3rd, designation 2025, designation of officials of the United States International Development Finance Corporation to act as Chief Executive Officer. The Presidential Memorandum of January 6, 2025, withdrawal of certain areas of the United States outer continental shelf from oil or natural gas leasing. The Presidential Memorandum of 2026, withdrawal of certain areas. No, wait. Oh, that's not the same. Hold on. The Presidential Memorandum of January 6, 2025, withdrawal of certain areas of the United States outer continental shelf from oil or natural gas leasing. No, they just reposted that. Presidential Memorandum of January 14th, 2025, certification of rescission of Cuba's designation as the state sponsor of terrorism. The Presidential Memorandum of January 14th, 2025, revocation of National Security Presidential Memorandum. Executive Order 14,143 of January 16, 2025, providing for the appointment of the alumni of AmeriCorps to the competitive service. Section 3, Implementation. A. To effectuate the revocations described in Section 2 of this order, the heads of each agency shall take immediate steps to end federal implementation of unlawful and radical DEI ideology. B. The Director of Domestic Policy Council, DPC for short, and the Director of National Economic Council, NEC for short, shall review all federal government actions taken pursuant to the orders, memoranda, and proclamation listed in Section 2 of this order, and take necessary steps to rescind, replace, or amend such actions as appropriate. Within 45 days of this order, the Director of the DPC and the Director of the NEC shall submit to the President an additional list of orders, memoranda, proclamations issued by the prior administration that should be rescinded, as well as a list of replacement orders, memoranda, proclamations to increase American prosperity. C. The National Security Advisor, NSA for short, shall immediately begin a complete and thorough review of all national security memoranda, NSMs for short, issued from January 20th, 2021 through January 20th, 2025 for harm to national security, domestic resilience, and American values. No later than 45 days from the date of this order, the NSA shall recommend to the President NSMs for rescission. Section 4. General Provisions. Nothing in this order shall be construed to impair or otherwise affect 1. The authority granted by law to an executive department or agency or the head thereof, or 2. The functions of the Director of the Office of Management and Budget relating to budgetary, administrative, or legislative proposals. B. This order shall be implemented consistent with applicable law and subject to the availability of appropriations. This order is not intended to and does not create any right or benefit, substantive or procedural, enforceable at law, or in equity by any party against the United States, its department, agencies, or entities, its offices, officers, employees, or agents, or any other person. Signed, the White House, January 20th, 2025.